it been 16 months already?
Oh, baby, how are we starting this off with a bang? Road Warrior, let me hit that one more time for you. There we go. Detective Road Warrior, been around for 16 months. Hot diggity damn, my man. Thank you for being here for so long, supporting me, making the dream happen.
Has it been 16 months already?
It has been 16 months already. I know it's hard to believe. Hard for me to believe that I've been doing this now for 16 months. 16! Alright, let's get Mass Effect 2 screen up. So, hopefully everyone's been having a great, fantastic day. Not that service, this one. Bada boom. Have to say though, playing Mass Effect by far better than playing Dragon Age. Oof, Dragon Age was rough. That was a rough system to try and learn. Yeah, I got halfway. I think I got about halfway through Dragon Age, and that's when I said, done. Ain't got that. Yes, connect to that Cerberus network. Yes, we want that one. Don't want to restart that. We've already finished it. Load game. I don't like that I can't double click on it. I gotta double click! But hey, Rody, congrats on that promotion you got. Congrats on getting that pay raise. Super happy to hear that you had an awesome day, especially ending it on such a high note. Alright, so we've already come through, and if I remember correctly, last night we ended by talking with Jacob, so I don't need to sing Kumbaya with him. And I've already done all of that talking, blah blah blah. I don't need to talk to Edie about what's in this room. Shut your mouth, Edie.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Hey, yeah man, it was like a guaranteed raise, but it's still nice. Comp call was very nice too. Very happy day. Yeah, I mean, regardless as to whether it was a guaranteed raise or not, I mean, that's a raise. You gotta be pumping it, and it was guaranteed after a certain point, and you hit that point pretty quick. So, I mean, kudos to you, bro. Need to crack open a cold one and go play with the boys or something. Where's the urinal? All we have are the sit-down poopers. Whoever made this did not think about that. Alright. Let's hear Edie tell me, you're in the wrong restroom.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
You shut your mouth, Edie. I do what I want. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go to the range after next payday to celebrate. Boom. How you gotta do it?
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
Yeah, I guess. They really try making Cerberus sound super cool. I'm like, I don't know. I can't get on board with that. Alright, no one to talk to here. AI core. Where's that? Maybe if I go in here.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Bummer.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
But why are you
Shocked.
here?
You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy.
Of
Only
course.
thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Yeah, who cares?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Oh, well, I can understand.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Oh, I trust you
There's a
too,
very
Doc.
good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
All right. I like you,
I'll see you
Doc.
later, Doctor.
You're
Commander.
my kind of Doc. Now let me in. Let me into that thing. Alright, if I remember right, we haven't gotten the mess sergeant stuff.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
She's no Crusher, though. No, she is not Crusher.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your Merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went
Tell me
back to
about it.
CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
Alright, so we've asked all the questions.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
How did that happen?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the Mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by.
We
Shepard.
will
I've got some
correct
things to
that.
take care of.
Let's see. 5:47. I'm about to hit the gym and get a cup in a couple of minutes. Oh baby, how's it going, Moo? Now that we've actually gotten all of our kinks worked out and all that and stuff. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Go get that gains. Get swole. Who else? I need to talk to someone else. Miranda. I'm doing pretty good. Made it through the first week of in-class stuff.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Let's
You
chat.
have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far, things have gone exceptionally well.
They probably
As
have,
Cerberus
because I'm
operations
good at my
go,
job.
This is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Elusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Let's see, yeah, 40 pounds is just a third of what I want to lose. Hey, that's 1/3 closer to your goal. I mean, you're pumping through it. Keep on it, Moo. You got this. And just remember, I'm playing games you like watching.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Well, that's how I gotta roll.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used.
Oh, I've
By your
already
father,
said that
by
one.
Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Gotcha.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Alright. So we play mostly Paragon, but I will be honest, I am very chaotic neutral when it comes to how I play. So there will be times you'll be like, the fuck? Why are you picking the Renegade thing? It's like, well, sometimes that's the best way to advance what we're doing. But I also very much so help my people. Like, we're about to go finish up something for the engineering people, because they were like, bitch, we need this shit. And I'll be like, oh, well then, we can fix that. Stairwell, where does it lead to? There's the stairwell to nowhere. Tells me that this stairwell at some point will probably become a key thing for me.
I've got green across the board. The forward...
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
I don't know what that means.
Commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Let's play.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
I won 500 credits.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
So worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Good. The engineers are my buddies now. I like that. Starboard cargo. Cool. Well, that's nice.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle. Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Yes. Any other things I can...
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jessie was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere. She didn't have much punch, but reliable as all hell. She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once. Damn good rifle. I remember Jesse's first kill. Turian arms dealer out of Omega.
Got a lot to say about this gun. Damn.
Him down. When I finally cornered him, that gun was caked in 2 inches of the foulest sludge you can imagine. But Jesse wanted that Turian dead, so 2 shots, and he died right there. I killed my way across the Terminus systems with that gun. Seemed like Jesse wanted to kill more than I did. Bloodthirsty old bitch. I owe half my reputation to that weapon right there. Anytime someone calls me ruthless, relentless, they're talking about that rifle.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. Like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Alright, he's got more to say about his gun.
I don't take Jessie into battle anymore. Had to retire her about 5 years ago. I was hunting down this Batarian slaver. Got his name. Not important. Carved my way through 100 Batarian mooks. I don't remember him taking a clip once. Jesse just kept firing. Reached the slaver and he got in my face, so I went to blow him away and nothing. The old bitch had finally jammed. So I smashed his face in with the butt of the gun and called in the job. After that, Jesse couldn't be fixed. Nothing anyone could do. Like she finally had enough blood and was ready to rest. Been resting ever since.
Okay. Now that we've heard the life story of Jesse the Gun.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. He kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
No, it is not.
I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50.
Wow.
Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
So clearly he does not have a lot of story options and is probably gonna die at some point.
I should let you go. Talk more later.
Since he doesn't actually, he just jaw jacks, and mostly about his gun. I mean, for the love of God. It's almost like a farmer talking about his tractor. And let me tell you, I've had a handful of farmers tell me about their tractors. Woof. Alright. Once we get all of our candy unwrapped here. Oh. Then we will be back onto the road.
I should let you go.
He doesn't want to talk anymore. What a tool. Okay. He's a cool tool. He just likes his gun, like a farmer likes his tractor. Alright. Get back up. Talk to Garrus and Miranda and Saeed, and we talked to Jacob, and there ain't nobody in my cabin. There better not be. But we'll go up to my cabin, see if there's anything in the private books. Okay. Let's take a look at upgrades. Can't get any yet. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lyric, a nearby planet in the Fathrar system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter, extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Well, of course. Let's see, Arya gave me this address. I think I might met you at Afterlife on Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. Man, I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check the news vids and saw that almost all the mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I felt really stupid when I heard about the body count and how I could have been a part of it. I'll make the most with what you did for me. Better. Alright. Advanced combat training. I've already seen all those. Alright, so we've seen our advanced journal. Oh, we actually can see our achievements. Cool. We successfully recruited Archangel, as we should. You make 20 enemies scream as they fall or are set on fire. Wow.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Okay. Go talk to Joker, see what he has to say.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Why are you named EDI?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Okay.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Of course.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output, and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
You don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Not that we're too far, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now.
We'll
I
ask him
fractured
one
my
more.
thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's been through a lot, and not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yes, maybe we will, Kelly. Maybe we won't. Need to go back onto Omega.
About the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Works for me.
Got something to report?
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
Oh yes, and we need to go visit our friend, Aria.
Come on, let me in. Aria's expecting me. Ugh.
Aria has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Aria has in mind.
Aria's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Bloodpack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories. Especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Aria's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Aria.
Why come to me? Aria's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Aria said so. What other reason do you need?
People like Aria don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this. Got me? If it gets out that Aria's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job is done.
Good luck.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
What do you need?
This data pad was on one of the mercs that was after Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting.
Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You do that.
Maybe you can get your incompetent people out. Ooh, we gonna make the doc a happy person.
You again. Greetings.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command. Not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Aren't that exciting?
Welcome to Afterlife. How may I serve you?
I'm good for now.
Of course. Thank you.
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega.
Alright, so apparently nothing here.
Taste the poison anyway. I've had better drinks in the back of a garbage scow.
Out of our way, human.
You here from Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
You're Patriarch's Grant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You should have done your homework.
Hey, shoulda. Ding, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Anybody else want to fight us? Nah? Okay. You smart.
You killed them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done. I think. Not of you altering the balance of momentum.
Kitty, kitty.
I think it reminds her too much of herself.
Come here. Gonna come here, or are you gonna play hard to get? You're gonna play hard to get.
Arya wants to speak with you, human. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. You wouldn't keep her waiting.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant.
Patriarch has more influence than you thought.
I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done.
Damn straight I did. Now pay.
You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
We can use any help we can get.
Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
All
I'm
right.
looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Don't worry, we will.
Nothing to see here. Come on, let me in.
Apex on the tiers. Where?
The Human Alliance maintains a majority share of forces. Protesters have again attempted to extinguish the Shepard Memorial flame on Torfin. Authorities issued warnings to market access and no arrests be made.
End is not.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
There's a Solarian named Mordin Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? That crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Wow.
A quarantine zone for a plague that kills Turians. Why don't we ever go anywhere nice?
It's safer to stick with a squad who's immune to the plague.
It's your call, Shepard. If you need me, I'm not going to let a cough keep me back.
Alright, so we get to repick a team. It sounds like, potentially. Which is fine by me, because I like Garrus and we don't need him dying. Yeah, we'll take Miranda. We'll take Zaid. What are you staring at, cat? Yeah, what are you staring at? Like you put yourself in timeout or something. Alright guys, let's do this.
On it. Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Alright.
Got it.
Right.
Get our credits from that.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha are shooting anything that moves. Right.
Taking cover.
We've got hostiles.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets. Plague control at its most basic.
There we go.
Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already.
Oh boy.
Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Mordin and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
We'll help you out.
Oh, you help me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said...
What do I have to do?
What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Mordin worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down.
Damn.
He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
When I find Mordin, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Mordin is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory, but as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Okay, we already asked that
spread
question.
The virus so they can take
Vorcha besides, sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Alright. That bank terminal. Alright. There we go. And we got the money. Okay. What about this way? Is there anything this way? Bingo. That helps me to move down.
Hostile! Taking cover! Get me off your damn scope! I got it!
Alright, come on. Where'd he go?
This'll put him down! Gotta hurt, boy!
You're down. Cool. Now I got more over here. Right between the eyes. Got you.
Get over here!
Alright. Gotcha.
This should come in handy.
Why, yes. Yes, it will. Okay. We've explored out this way. There's another bypass over here. Into the apartments. There we go. We are through all of them. Okay, so that's going down into the apartments. Let's take objective that way. I don't want to go that way though. Okay. We are going to get up. You're running.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
Alright, we've asked all those questions.
I need to find Mordin Soltis.
Tell me where Soltis is.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Mordin's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Mordin's clinic. I'm going to be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right.
course
We'll
I'm
never
right.
make it if we stay here.
I'm Pooper
We
Shepherd.
have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Make sure you clear a good path for us. I don't want to get shot.
After I rob your safe. And anything else that you guys have possibly left. Like a med kit. I had to use one earlier. Med gel. Okay. We open the apartment. That's taken care of. Alright, we did open another room over this way. We're going to take a look at that before we start to play Slaptical Fart with these jabronis. More apartments. Oh, poor Bacterian, he already died. Okay. Well, that's everything. Durr. Just in the nick of time.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same. Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Bastards seen us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
Well, I don't think you made it too far.
Davis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
And play the fourth.
Davis died last night. He's still talking to me though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Alright. I heard them all. Very good. Anything I can take from y'all? Poke if you got them. Power cells. That's how we came in. That's the apartment. Went that way. Take a look up. Hold on just a second, we'll be right back. Alright, we are back now that the cat has stopped shredding my couch.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began living beyond the Omega-4 mass although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross,
Okay. Alright. Codex is right up. Let's take a look at our journal. I just need to take the brandy back. All right. Okay, salvaged that. Nothing else up here. Okay, cool. And down into those apartments, so time to move forward.
Here they come. Firing concussive shot.
Ooh, skimmed you, bud. Sorry. Not sorry. Shanked that shot. Shanked that shot. Come on, paper. Better.
Have a nice trip.
Firing an impact shot.
Have a nice trip.
Oh, that's my guy.
This'll put him down.
Alright, switch to our machine gun pistol.
Come on over. Firing concussive shot. Coming our way.
Ooh. I should have gotten him.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Alright. Going through, let's pick up ammo and junk. Alright, we saw a door over here. Let's go through it. Okay. Anything else? No. Another door.
Hey, back off. We got here first.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turians' trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Mordin Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
Alright, I don't want to talk to you
We need to
fools
get going.
anymore.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Better not. I will shoot you. Alright, so we went down that way. Way we came. Those blue suns were already dead. Inoperable. Coming around the corner. No one. Going down to the clinic.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
That's all of them.
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden.
Morden saved my life. I owe him everything.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick. I didn't realize how good things were in the district before the quarantine. Never thought I'd miss the Blue Suns. I didn't think this clinic would be crawling with so many of your kind. I would have thought twice about coming here.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in Batarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Malinarin and butemerol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst.
I'm gonna take all of their stuff. Yay, we got our Medigel capacity up after I go through and make my 100 credits.
Professor Morden Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns. Not enough data, equipment. Soldiers. Not scientists. Yes. Hired guns. Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes.
Relax, Morden. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Alright, let's see. So we got the M6, hand cannon, Shepard, Jacob, and Miranda can use. We'll come through. Let's switch it out. All right. Alright, let's get that sniper rifle out.
On it. Gotcha.
Eyes ahead! About to get hot. Tag!
Gotcha. That it? No, a few more. Are you dead? Alive? What are you?